What's your name?
I'm Avishka. I'm from Badulla. Then your name, please?
My name is Misha, and I'm from England, and London in England. Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
20 years old.
20.
Okay.
How old are you?
I am 29 years
29,
old,
yeah.
nearly 30.
Yeah. Then how about your family?
My family are from just outside London. There is my mum, my dad, and I have an older brother. My parents are, we all grew up together in just outside London, and now my parents have moved and they live near Oxford. Yeah. What about you? Tell me about your family.
Then I have small family, but we live my family with my grandmother.
Lovely.
My mother, father, 2 sisters, me, and my grandmother.
Okay, wow. And is your grandmother your mother's mother or your father's mother?
My father's mother.
Father's mother.
My mother's mother and father lived in another home.
In another, and is that close to you or
No, it is in Badalkumbur area.
Okay.
So close here.
Close to here?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. And so you said your mother, your father, and 2 sisters. And how old are your sisters?
Then I have elder sister and younger sister.
Okay, so you're the middle.
Then elder sister is she's 25 years old, and younger sister is 11 years old. Now she is in grade 6.
Grade 6. Wow. Okay. And what does your older sister? Does she work? Does she study?
Then in last days she worked for government, and now she participates some course for gem cutting.
Okay.
Cutting, and she worked with it.
Okay. So what was she doing for the government? Working for the government? What was her job?
Then she's a government officer, but now she is training to the job. So he's a government officer in that office for gem industry and some small business. So as a support, now she's following some course. It is gem cutting and gems. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So when she was working for the government about gems, was that to do with making laws and kind of legislation to do with gems?
Then the department has, I think, 4 officers. So some officer for search that gems, and some officer for laboratories, and my sister has to do some official works, so she has to fill documents, and then she can release some permanent license to gems, so she handles with that documents.
Wow. Okay. And the course that she is doing now, where is that?
Then it is really near that her office, so in the weekend she participates for the course in
and then she works in the
weekdays. She works.
Wow, that's very full on. She must be a very busy woman. Yeah. Does she find that quite intense? Is that a lot? Yeah, I can imagine.
Then, but these days she's in house because nowadays she is not well because she has some pain in her neck.
Oh, okay.
So she's in home these days.
Okay, and has she had any medical treatment for the pain?
Yeah. Now she has get some medicine. So these days she take that medicine and sleep, drink medicine, get medicine and food, and after again sleep.
Oh, that's a shame, poor thing. And how long has she been unwell for?
I think more than 6 months.
Wow. And is her job supportive? Yeah. So whilst she's ill, her job still support her with money if she needs it? Yeah. Interesting.
It's not permanent job yet.
Okay.
Then, but it will be permanent. I hope it will be permanent job. So now she is completing some qualification for her job.
For the job.
Yeah.
Wow. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully she gets better soon,
Yeah.
so she can keep going. Because it must be very frustrating feeling unwell when you want to be doing exciting things.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. And that's your older sister. What's her name?
Elder sister is Nilakshi.
Nilakshi. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what about your younger sister? Is 11? You said.
11.
Yeah.
She's in grade 6. She's still studying now. Then she is Sitakshi.
Sitakshi.
Nilakshi, and Avishka, Imashi.
Beautiful names.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. And your sister is in grade 6,
Yeah,
you said.
grade 6.
So do you in England we go up to year 6 and then we move schools
Yeah.
to a secondary school for year 7 to 12 or
Yeah.
13. Is that the same in Sri Lanka?
Yeah. Then we can see primary school, secondary, and higher education in university.
In university.
So primary schools for grade 1, yes, from grade 1 to grade 5.
Okay, fine.
So grade 6 to grade 11 is secondary school, but after they have to face O-level examination. So after O-level examination, they have to study again 2 years, but they can choose stream as they like.
Okay.
Mathematics, science, or
Okay.
as they need. So after that 2 years, they can face A-level examination. So after pass the A-level examination, they can enter to higher education means university.
In university. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So and to get to go from primary to secondary,
Yeah.
do you have to sit an examination?
Yeah, we have to sit for scholarship examination in grade 5.
Okay. So she's just done that?
Yeah.
How did she find it? Was it okay?
Yeah. Then she worked hard for it.
Yeah, I bet.
All days, classes. So I can't appreciate it because she's so tired.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
Then
sure.
She's little girl.
Yeah.
Then in the morning, but my father don't like it, so it was a help for her because then lots of girls and boys, little girls and boys faced for classes in all days, but my father doesn't like it, so my sister was in some days in my house, so she played with her dolls, toys,
Yeah.
and because she's a little girl.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of work to have to
Yeah.
do when you're only 11 years old.
Yeah.
So that sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
And if she didn't do well in her exams, would she have gone to a different school? Is it that you can't go to the school you want if you don't do well?
Then if she passed well, she can go to another school. Then if she don't like it, she can still her school.
At her
But
school.
if she want to participate for another school, she can pass well.
Okay. Okay, interesting. So when you were at school,
Yeah.
how did you do in your O levels?
All levels.
Yeah.
Then I got 6 A passes and
Wow.
2 B passes and 1 C pass. Then
Amazing.
C pass for English.
Ah,
C pass for English.
I'm sure you'd be much better now. And then, did you find that hard to study for? Was it a lot of work
For all levels.
for O levels?
Then I think it's not in O level because I don't know why. Then in these days I want to play. All times I want to play. All times I can be seen in the playground.
Yeah.
If somebody want to find me, they have to come to playground.
Come to the playground,
Then
yeah.
If unless I can't find some girl in my age, I try to play game with girls in another ages.
Oh, bless. So you didn't want to be studying,
Yeah.
just wanted to be playing. Okay. And you said you can choose different streams
Yeah.
after your O levels, for your A levels. What did you choose?
Then I chose technology stream, then engineering technology stream. Then I think in A-level examination period, I studied hard because I don't know. Then I felt I want to study because I know I didn't work hard for my O-level examination, but I got 6A passes.
You did well.
So I think if I work hard, I can get a big pass for my.
Yeah.
So
It has the motivation is very different, isn't it? When you get to your A levels, you think, oh, I've got to make big decisions about my future. So there's a bit more motivation to work a lot harder. Interesting. Okay. So what subjects were you studying?
I have to study this engineering technology stream with science for technology and information and communication technology and engineering technology. Then engineering technology is some completion subject. So civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electronic, electrical, that all subjects are included in that engineering technology subject.
Wow, so a huge amount of topics to study. Yeah. And how did you find studying for your A levels? Was it stressful or it sounds it?
So stressed, but then I have some bad memory because I told you earlier about it. Then some issue in my eyes because the stress. So my eyes become 5%. Then 95% are not done not work in my eyes.
Yeah.
So I have to stay in dark. Then I have to wear sunglasses, and the doctor told me you can't see, you can't read, you can't see newspapers or TVs. Then you have to stay alone, but not alone. Then he met, I think, then you don't spend your time for books. Books.
Which is what you want to be looking at when you're studying for an exam. Yeah, really challenging.
Before 2 months for my exam. So I have to spend my time without books 2 months.
Wow.
So hard.
Difficult.
But then I can remember some word. Then doctor told me, now you can choose your exam or your eyes. So I have to choose my exam or my eyes.
And you chose your eyes.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was probably a good long-term decision, although short-term you want to focus on your exams.
Without my eyes, if I pass the exam, though I pass the exam, I can't see my result.
Exactly. Yeah. Gosh. So are your eyes okay now?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, good. I'm glad to hear it. But very stressful. And did you get the results that you wanted in your A levels?
Yeah, I got 2 B passes and 1 C pass.
Amazing.
So I'm the 45th in Badula district for engineering technology. But I want to get 20. 20 less or not, but I'm happy because I have to face lots of difficulties. So
yeah, a huge amount of difficulties.
We have to face some practical session in our exam. So we have to write a paper and we have to participate to practical. So we can do some production technology items, and we can wear some BAM, and we have to do lots of things for our practical. So in these days I have to face another problem because one day I went to my school. So after coming back to my home, some pain in my stomach. So I can't patient it because it's so hard. Then I think in my past I'm not sensitive for ears. So I can patient it. So in these days I can't patient it. So I told my mother. So in evening my father came back to home. So he called to ambulance. So that ambulance told now we are in another area, so we have to spend 2 hours to reach your home. My father took some tuk-tuk, so we go to the Pasar hospital. Then I stayed in that hospital 2 days. So after that day I have changed I have been changed to Badul Hospital. The Badul Hospital is really big. So then they told I have to remove my lunken because it's not good.
Yeah.
So, but the day before 2 weeks to my practical.
Oh goodness me! Yeah, that's not the stress you need.
Yeah.
Wow. So did they do an operation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do operation. So I took rest in my home. I think 2 months, 2 weeks, 1 week. Then after 1 week, my parents didn't allow me to go to the school to practice my practical. So I told I won't because I face lots of problems, but I participate my exam. So I
Good.
want to
Well done.
participate my practical.
Yeah.
So I face my practices in school. So that day I can't patient again because that injured is not well. So I go back hospital. So I have to hospitalized again. So finally I have to face my practical with that cannula.
Cannula.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cannula. So that
Oh gosh.
I can't. Then I have never experienced such a big problems in my life.
Yeah.
But
Goodness
that two
me.
problems are really big.
Yeah.
But they all are in my study period. Because
Yeah. Sometimes stress can have a huge effect on the body as well. So what did you make during your practical exam?
Then finally I faced that. So that staff in the practical session, they helped me a lot. Then they always try to make my safe, and they always with me, and they help me. Then not teach, but they help me because they can't see it because I am not well. So my mother came with me to practical session, and she told them she is not well, and the staff can be seen because the cannula in my hand. So they helped me a lot. So finally
Good.
I passed it.
Good. Happy days.
Yeah.
And as a result of that, you've got into universities.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And what are you studying, and where are you studying?
Then now I have been selected for University of Aruna for engineering technology. That engineering technology degree for special for mechatronic and robotic.
Wow. Okay. So what kind of job could you get after studying that?
Then the mechatronic is combined of electrical, electronic and mechanical. So I can choose jobs in mechanical field, electrical field and electronic field.
Wow.
And I think I have little chance to engage with robotic field because my degree for mechatronic and robotic.
Wow. Do you have a particular interest in one area at the moment, or are you just excited to see what studying there is like?
Then in my childhood I have heard about Hi-Ked company. Then sport cars body kit about.
Sport cars. Okay. And do you watch the F1?
I watch some videos, so I don't know it can or not, but I want to see that company, and I want to be an employee, or I want to buy a Hi-Ked car.
Wow. Yeah. So designing cars is something that interests you.
I want to design. I don't know how it do, but I like.
Yeah, I guess hopefully that's something that they'll teach you. If you have an interest in something, but you don't know how it works, then hopefully they'll teach you. Amazing. Do you have a favourite car?
Audi.
Audi. Okay, nice, very nice. And in your studies, you will go and live away from home when you're at university. How do you live with friends, or
I have to live with friends because I think it took 5 hours or 6 hours from my house to my university.
Okay.
So I can't go day by day from my home. So then university supply us hostels, and unless we can find hostels, we have to find some boarding home in outside of the university. So
Okay.
I have to stay in without my family.
Yeah. And how do you feel about that? Is it, if you've lived at home your whole life, are you excited, nervous?
Exciting, nervous, and
Yeah.
scared.
Yeah.
Because it's my first experience, but then also it's not 2 days, so a week. It's for 4 years.
Yeah, yeah, and I guess 5 or 6 hours is quite a long time away.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you'll visit home, but maybe
Yeah.
not so often. Yeah, amazing. Okay, and in the universities, will you? So you will live with a group of people in a
Yeah.
hostel, and the studying, the lectures. Well, is that going to be in Sinhala or is it in English?
Then my degree is in English.
In English.
But I can use Sinhala with my friends in my hostel.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, that's challenging using all the
Yeah.
technical language in English. It'll be a great way to learn. Yeah, absolutely. And so do you do a lot of programming will you do programming on your course?
Then I have done programming in my A-level examination for
Ah.
ICT in language Python.
Python. Wow.
And I have followed some course in online. It's for programming beginners
Yeah.
in Python.
In Python, amazing. Well, I'm sure that will come in handy.
Yeah.
It's not something I know a huge amount about, but I know that that's very
Yeah.
impressive. Okay, incredible. So I asked you about your sisters, but I didn't ask you about your parents.
Yeah.
So tell me about your parents.
My mother is housewife.
Yeah.
Then we have some tea plantation area. So some days she supplies some food and another facilities for workers in our plantation.
Okay.
So some days she engage with that works. And my father is a government officer. So in weekdays he goes a job, and in weekends he is in home.
He's at home.
Yeah.
He's at home. Okay, nice. And is that quite common that that mothers or wives in
Yeah.
Sri Lanka are stay at home and are housewives and don't work?
Yeah, I think in past it is common, but it's not same in these days because lots of girls engage with lots of jobs, and some girls doing some jobs in home. So
Okay.
they do some businesses and they do some jobs in IT industry, and
Brilliant.
yeah.
We call it feminism. So having the wanting to have equality
Yeah.
between men and women and
Yeah.
fighting for that. So it's good that things are changing. Yeah.
Nowadays is changing,
Yeah.
but not all women like my mother, because I think now their parents are living with so they try to follow their parents.
Yeah.
So I think without education or without technology, I think we also try to follow our parents. So I think now we change because technology or education.
Yeah. And when you say education, is that education from media, the news, social media, or from school? What do you think has made that change between the generations?
I think media.
Media.
So
Yeah.
I think they don't have a knowledge. If they don't have knowledge, I think they watch television. They use social media, so they can see lots of things in social media. Then I think lots of girls like to watch K-dramas. So they can see some girls in their dramas with job. So I think all girls and all women like to be pretty and like to earn money, and they like to be happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think they try to follow that girls in teledrama, so that girls who in social media, or I
Yeah,
feel like.
yeah, good. I mean, it's a great, regardless of where the inspiration comes
Yeah.
from, to encourage people to be independent is amazing. It's great. Okay, okay. And do you think are your parents happy with you not following in their footsteps? So with you going to university and doing something different?
Yeah. I like my family because I saw some moments, then my school, then some students with family. But in parents meeting, their parents was unable to participate that meetings for their mother or father goes to work. So I think as a child, if I were that child, I think I feel sad.
Feel sad,
So
yeah.
I love with my family. Then I think that change is good.
Yeah.
But then I think they must be changed. But with their family, they always try to be happy. They always try to live with their another people's with love, happy.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. So there are positives and negatives,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. And tell me about the area that you live in. You said there are tea plantations.
Yeah, I live in Badul area. Then lots of tea factories and lots of tea cultivation can be seen in this area. Then I think we can see lots of Tamil people in this area because the Tamil people used to work in that tea plantation. So I think the Tamil people from India actually for tea plantation. So from past to now they used to do tea plantations, to do works in tea plantations.
Working, okay. And is that why the Tamil people came from India to work on tea plantations?
Then I don't know the particular reason, but I have heard in our past, beginning of doing tea plantation, then Sinhala people don't know how they do the tea plantation. So that community began the tea plantation, but they don't have workers for employment or people. They don't have people to use that tea plantation. So I think that Tamil people came from India to that works in tea plantations.
Okay. And what are the conditions like working in tea plantations? Is it good conditions or bad conditions?
As a Tamil people.
Yeah, for anybody who works in a tea plantation, is it very difficult work, or because it looks very physically demanding?
Then I think we have tea plantation area because I think the main reason is, then can you think a farmer in what do you get? Field.
Yeah.
Paddy field.
Yeah.
Then they have to grow again and again.
Yeah.
They have to pick plants again and again.
Again and again, yeah.
One time they can grow, but after growing that, they have to only pick.
Yeah. Okay. Pick once.
Yeah. But I think that is big help for economy.
Yes. Yes.
It can earn big amount because they export and import for another countries, so we can earn dollars. So in Corona pandemic, I think lots of people had to face lots of problems because they don't have money, they don't have a situation to face their economic situation.
Yeah.
So I think we in my family, I met my family, then we made tea. So that tea for export another country, so we can earn dollars. So I think these days we didn't have a problem in these days, but we can see another people face lots of problems.
Yeah. And do you think the economic problems created during the coronavirus pandemic, has the economy recovered?
Yeah.
Or do you think it's still having a negative effect?
Then I think I think all things were changed after Corona pandemic because then in the corona pandemic season, all people can't do their jobs. So all people can't go to the market, or they can't do their jobs, and they can't do their day-to-day works. Then also me, I was unable to participate in my classes. I can't participate for my school, and my sister can't go to the work, my father can't go to the work, so they can't earn money. So I think the big problem in these days. So after corona pandemic, I think, but it's not completely slowed. I think it is slowing now.
Yeah.
It's still slowing. So I think though the economic problems, I think it's good for environment.
Yeah.
So in these days, no vehicles, no aeroplanes, no vehicles, then I think people don't try to do bad works because I think they're afraid of ill.
Yes, absolutely. It was the same in the UK. The whole world stopped.
Yeah.
And there were no cars, no planes, and it was quiet.
Yeah.
And like you say, for the environment, I think that was probably a really positive thing, but difficult for people who couldn't go out and work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's challenging. Okay. And did the government, for people who couldn't go and work, was there any financial help from the government during coronavirus? Or
then I think that in this corona period, the government did lots of works for people. Then they took some vaccines for people, and they did lots of works for people. And people, I think the people always try to follow the rules, and they always wear masks. And the government told us, first be carefully, after we can earn money.
Yeah.
So people followed that. There were some people not. Then lots of people try to follow the government, and after corona pandemic has been changed.
Okay.
Yeah, government has been changed. Then I think the government stopped the fertilizers. It's a big problem, but it's good. But it's a problem. So farmers can't grow, though no rice, no vegetables. So I don't know why. I think people can't remember that corona season. So they attack to the president. So they try to change the government. So finally the government was changed. So now we have another government, new government. So I think it is really special moment in our history because we used to choose a president after election.
Yeah.
But in these days, we have to choose a president without election. Because we didn't have a president, so another person have to be president.
Okay. So quite different.
Yeah.
Do you think that the new government is a good thing? Do you think they're better than the last ones, or not sure yet?
Not sure yet.
Not sure yet.
I hope.
Yeah.
I think lots of people want to be changed. So in past we could see 225 ministry officers in parliament, but now in the people who in the parliament we don't know. We never seen them. Then all are newcomers. So I don't know who are they. I can't identify them. And I hope, and I think as well as me and other peoples also hope a change, and they also hope a help for the economy.
Yeah. Sometimes a fresh pair of eyes is a good thing. Somebody to come in and change things and make changes. Nice.
I think after the election, I think this is 2 months. 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Oh, right, okay.
So we can't expect such a big change.
No, you need much more time to start to think about making changes. Okay, nice, cool. So tell me about your hobbies. What do you like to do?
Then, in my childhood, I love to collect stamps. I have a book with stamps.
Just stamps from Sri Lanka or stamps from other countries?
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
Nice.
I had lots of stamps. So after coming O-level exam period, I was unable to collect stamps.
Yeah.
So I used to read books. Like I don't like single novels. I don't know why.
Okay.
It is all someone's love story.
Okay. Okay.
So,
not interested in romance.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Yeah.
I think I have read also love story. So I love to read some translation books from English or another language for children. I have read lots of translation books to Sinhala.
Nice. So if you don't like romance, what kind of topics do you like to read about?
I like adventure.
Adventure. Nice.
Adventure, and I like some stories in school. I like them. Some stories among the friends, some stories among the twin sisters, and some special school. So I like. Then I think I love children's story.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So reading, stamp collecting, and
but not nowadays. Not
now.
Yeah. Now I reading some books. I'm reading some books, and I watch some. Every day I watch cartoons.
Okay, nice.
I like watch cartoons since my childhood.
Yeah.
Since my childhood, I watch cartoons. My mother blamed me, but I watch cartoons.
And do you watch them with your sisters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With my younger sister. And if I don't have electricity power, I watch that cartoons via YouTube.
Okay, on your phone.
I edit it.
Yeah. Okay, nice.
And in my leisure time, sometimes I spend my time with my phone. I'm chatting or something.
Nice. And do you use social media?
Yeah, I don't use Facebook. I don't like it. I don't know why. I don't like it. Then I use TikTok. Then nowadays it's not. I don't like because after entering the TikTok, I can't be on it. So I spend lots of times because pass.
Yeah, it's very easy to just scroll. Yeah.
Then I think it makes stress in my mind. So nowadays not TikTok. But I use WhatsApp. I use WhatsApp and YouTube.
Yeah, and do you think that lots of people, social media, you said with TikTok particularly, you didn't find very helpful. Do you think lots of people find that? Because I think social media has a good reputation in that you can learn a lot, it gives you access to the whole world, but also sometimes it's not great for your mental health, or like you say, you spend hours on it. Do you think there are pros and cons to...
I think social media is good, but people don't try to use it as good. I think it's depend on their ideas or their attitudes.
Yeah. A good balance is what you want to strike. Okay.
Then how about your hobbies?
So, my hobbies. So I like reading as well. I love reading.
What kind of books you love to read?
So I like historical novels.
Me too.
They're very interesting, and I like it if it's based on a true story. I always find that very interesting. But I also like made up stories, fiction. I used to like a lot of crime novels with like crime or like murder.
Adventure books.
Like adventure books.
Sherlock Holmes.
Yes, Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes is great. Have you seen the film of Sherlock Holmes? Yes,
I love
they're very, very popular.
Then I want to see Baker Street in my future.
You want to see Baker Street?
In your country?
Yes, in London. I have seen it. Yes, yes. It's quite a popular area of London.
Then I have at the museum.
Yes, I haven't been to the museum.
Yeah.
I know I haven't been to the museum, but maybe I will one day.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, yeah. Sherlock Holmes is a kind of, well, fiction, but a historical character. It's nice to read about a different time in history to get lost in a book. So I do really enjoy that. What other kind of... I sometimes read non-fiction, so biographies about people that interest me, but usually stories. Usually stories. And my best friend likes to read as well, so we swap books, which is great. Yes, Olivia. So we will swap books and recommend each other books, so that's always nice as well. And then my other hobbies, I like running and cycling.
Oh. And you used to run in every day?
Yes.
Yeah.
So in Sri Lanka, I run less because it's so hot. Yeah, very hot. But at home, we have different sporting events that you can do that involve running or cycling. We call it a duathlon. So I like to take part in those with some of my friends. We like to do that all together.
Then do you love to watch movies?
Yes, I like movies.
Adventure movies, so?
Pardon?
Kind of.
What kind of movies? So I actually like cartoons as well. It's not a movie, but I like cartoons. I also like adventure films. Yes, I love Harry Potter. Yes. Have you read the books?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have read books and I have watched movies.
Nice. I think it's rare that a film comes out of a book and the film is almost just as good as the book. But Harry Potter, the film and the book are so good. Although if there are so many details in the book that aren't in the film.
I can't understand some things in the movies because it is in English, but if while I am reading the books, I can understand because it is in Sinhala, so it's so interesting.
Yeah, and probably really good for your learning to compare the two to help. Yeah, I love the Harry Potter books and the films. So yes, I like movies, but I don't watch them a lot just because of time. But I do like movies. Yeah. What other movies do you like?
I like Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, okay. There's a theme here.
I like some cartoon film in Ice Age, and
nice.
I like mostly I like English movies. I don't like Tamil movies because they always fighting, but I don't like hit. They try to hit with knife. So I don't like.
Yeah, violence is hard to watch sometimes. Yeah, I agree.
Shooting or some killings can be seen me, but I don't like the fighting in Tamil movies. I don't know why. I like English movies.
And when you watch the English movies, do you watch them in English or do you watch nice?
English.
Yeah.
I like Jurassic Park.
Okay.
Then mostly I like adventure with some scientific thing.
Okay. Yes.
And I like perfume.
Perfume.
Then name of the film is Perfume.
Okay. I haven't heard of that. Is that an English one?
Yeah, it's an English one.
Okay, I'll have to look it up.
It is an American film.
Okay.
Its name is Perfume. It's so good.
Okay, I will add that to the list to watch. So you like English films and American films. Have you thought about, is that somewhere that you would want to travel?
Yeah. I love to visit France. Then I think I don't love a country. I love some places to visit. I like to watch Big Ben and Eiffel Tower. And then I don't know whether it can or not. I want to see Hogwarts. I don't know. What is it I want to see?
Hogwarts. I think Hogwarts is in Scotland.
Yeah. And Harry Potter.
In Harry Potter, yeah.
And I want to see Baker Street. And I love to visit Switzerland because it is greenery country. I love greenery and peaceful. So I think I don't love one country. I think I have some places.
Lots of places you want
Yeah.
to visit. And is that something that you would want, hope to do with work? If you could travel with work, would that
Yeah.
be in the future?
Then I think my future career is physical job. So I have to move the city place to my job. So I think that industry is global industry. So I can't find a job as my easier. So I hope to visit in my future with my job.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
Yeah.
Being able to travel with work is a
Yeah.
wonderful thing. A wonderful
Yeah.
thing. And in terms of kind of the future, you are going to university and you're going to study. What are your goals? What are your hopes for the next few years?
Next few years.
Yeah.
So somehow I have to participate in my degree. But it's so interesting for my life because it's my favorite field. So I like it, and I want to become fluent in English. Then these days I try it, so I want to achieve it somehow. And
How long have you been learning English?
in here, I think 3 months or yes, 3 months.
Wow.
3 months or 4 months.
Okay.
Then I have learnt in my school, but they also try to teach grammar or theory. Then they ordered us to do some exercises. So, but it's not same here.
Yeah.
So I think
The
here is
speaking.
good. Yeah,
The speaking is so important.
Then I think Janak also try to. Then if somebody can speak after speaking, he try to learn grammar.
Okay.
In school, first they teach grammar.
Grammar. Okay. Well, hopefully the two together,
Yeah.
school and Lak Aruna,
Yeah.
will be a good combination. Yeah.
So.
So you want to do your course, learn English.
And I love to spend my time with my family. And I want to be happy in all times.
Yeah.
Then because I have a big past, so now I want to be happy. I don't like to worry, so I want to happy. Then I want to become a positive man.
Okay.
Positive man without any issues. Then I think all ones have issues. Then
Yeah.
I want to live without caring issues.
Yeah.
So if we have an issue, then if we didn't care it, I think it's not a problem for us. So I want to become a positive man, and I want to become a good daughter for my family, and I hope to buy a Audi car in my future.
Buy an Audi car. Good. Nice. And you mentioned living close, being close with your family. So in the future, would you want to live in Sri Lanka
Then
to be close to your family?
Yeah, I love in Sri Lanka with my family. Then I want to visit another countries for as a visit or as my career. Then if I had a chance to visit a country in my future, I agreed.
Yeah.
Then I try to visit another country with my family.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. And then thinking further into the future, do you have any dreams, any hopes for kind of the further into the future?
First one is Audi car.
Yeah, of course.
And my job.
Yeah.
Then I try to engage with designing cars or something,
And will that be drawing?
drawing or some editing cars with some softwares.
Software, so
Yeah.
computers and
Yeah.
drawing. Wow. Okay. I guess
then
that's where the
think
programming.
I want to become happy. Yeah.
Good. Good. Have you thought? Do you want to have a family of your own?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. One day.
Yeah.
Further into the future. Okay. Interesting.
Then what's your hopes for your future?
So my hopes for my future. So my job is working as a physiotherapist, which
Then I want to learn about it. Then I have searched about it after the talking with you that day. Then I have find some videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
Then it's like I don't know how can I explain it. Then they treated some ills in our physical body.
Yes.
Then can you explain about
Yeah, absolutely. So a physiotherapist helps somebody who is in pain from maybe different joints, so shoulders, neck, hips, knees, something like that, and we help to improve somebody's pain and help with their movement.
Yes.
So that can be, there are lots of different areas of physio. So sometimes that might be after somebody has had a stroke and they might not be able to walk, and so we try to help them walk again. Or that might be somebody who has a breathing problem and they need help with breathing and movement. Or it might be somebody who's had an operation and their walking, their mobility isn't very good after the operation. So we try and help them to get better at that as well. So I work in a hospital, which is very busy. But I have a wonderful team of people, and so I really enjoy my job.
Then I think if you want to see a therapist, then I think you have to learn bio or some scientific subject. Then
Yes. So I studied biology and chemistry, and a few other subjects at A level. But when you're in university, you study a lot about human anatomy. So the body, how it works, muscles, organs, the heart, the brain, the lungs. So it's a lot of science and theory. And then we also would go on a placement, which means that we would spend time working in a hospital, following a physiotherapist and helping to get experience of what it's like to be a physio and to learn on the job. Because like with English, you can learn the theory and you can learn how it works, but actually putting it into practice, that's the difficult part. So we had lots and lots of placements when I was at university, and then I started working in a hospital, first of all in Manchester, and now in London.
So I think it's a different job, which I have heard. So I like it. I like it as well. It's a service for society. Great service.
We work very closely with lots of doctors and nurses and different professions. So I find it very rewarding. So in the future, because I'm not working at the moment because I'm in Sri Lanka, but in the future I would like to go back to do my job. And I would like to do some more of the sporting activities that I told you about, the running and the cycling. And I would also like to have my own home. So I don't live with my family. I live separate from my family, but I would like to own my own flat or home. So that I can have a cat and I can grow vegetables.
I like grow.
Do you have any pets?
I have 2 cats.
2 cats.
Yes,
lovely.
And daughter. So same. Really same. But then it's not one color. Then I think, how did they like say black, white, and some orange or brown?
Oh, lovely. Mix.
But same.
Okay. The exact same. Twins almost.
But mother and daughter.
Mother and daughter. We call that colouring a tabby cat. Tabby. I don't know why. I don't know what it means, but with the mix of colour, tabby. Yeah, beautiful. I have two cats.
Two cats.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they are very different. One is a tabby cat, and the other one is we call it a tortoiseshell. A slightly different colourings and markings. And they are brother and sister, and they argue. They fight a lot like brother and sister.
Like humans.
Just like humans. Yeah, absolutely. But I love cats, so I would definitely want more cats in my future.
Dogs?
I do love dogs. I would say I'm more of a cat person, but I also do love dogs. A lot of my friends have dogs, so I have spent a lot of time looking after dogs and enjoying dogs. And around here and near our home where we're staying in Kota Munduna, there's
cats.
Yes, lots of cats.
And
two dogs. Yeah, and there is a little puppy who lives where we get the bus from, and he is very sweet. So we enjoy looking after the puppy as well and saying hello to the puppy. Yeah. Do you like dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love, but I think mostly I like cats.
Mostly cats.
And I want to get a big dog.
A big dog.
Really big dog. I don't know, I love big dog, like a lion.
Like a lion.
In my childhood, I want to keep a lion as a pet.
Really? Okay. So you've got the next best thing, which is a dog. Yeah. I haven't actually seen many big dogs in Sri Lanka. They tend to be quite small.
I want a big dog.
A big dog.
Any type, I want a big dog.
Do you know why that is?
When I am sitting, I want a dog in my size.
Okay.
Because I am small. I'm really short, so I want a dog as my size.
Nice. Lovely. And do your family like dogs or only cats?
My family like dogs. Then my family has some bad experience about dog, so they don't try to keep a dog.
Don't try to keep a dog.
Then in past we had a dog. Then when I was crying in my childhood, I think I'm 3 months or 4 months old. So when I was crying, the dog came me and he showed his face, and she tried to treat me. So he touched me, and then she tried to stop my crying. So, and when we was working for my grandmother's home, he followed us, and one day after catching the bus, the dog has met an accident in the junction.
Gosh.
So on that day onward, my mother doesn't love to keep dogs because I think
sad. My family had my family have 2 cats, but in the past we had a different cat, and the cat also had an accident. And it was so sad. It was very, very sad. So they had to cut one of her legs off. But actually she was okay after they took her legs. So she had 3 legs, and she'd hop along, and she was fine afterwards. But it was very emotional and really difficult, because I think pets have such a emotional part in your life. They're like a member of the family.
Happy to hear it.
Is there anything that you want, anything else about England that you want to know about, or the UK?
Then I have heard that 4 languages from Bolivia.
Yes, yes.
And in yesterday I searched some famous places in your country, Buckingham Palace and some famous park.
Hyde Park?
Yes.
Yeah, Hyde Park.
And Tower of London and Big Ben. And I want to know about Big Ben clock tower. Then what's the special thing in this one?
So Big Ben is, do you know what? I actually am not entirely sure what the special meaning is, but it's, so where Big Ben is, it's near the Houses of Parliament.
Yeah.
So there is part of the river, so there's a big river called the Thames, which runs through London.
Yeah.
And there's quite a few important buildings that are along the river. So Big Ben is one of them, and Big Ben is near the Houses of Parliament, and also not very far from, have you heard of the London Eye? Yeah, the wheel.
Yeah. Really big and so interesting.
Yeah, so that's, again, I don't actually know when that was made, but that's quite all of these places are quite a tourist attraction. So
have you been in London Eye?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so you go into like a pod, a kind of cube, a pod that fits about 20 people in there, and then it moves around very, very slowly, and you get a beautiful view.
So big and so high.
Yeah, so high. I went probably about 15 years ago, so it was quite a long time ago, but I went with my family and it was wonderful fun. So all of those more touristy areas are in the centre of London, most of them, so it's very busy, very, very busy. But they are beautiful, but very old buildings, and I think that's half the attraction, is that they are they're part of history.
Yeah, the London Salt is really beautiful. I don't know, but it's so beautiful. Then once here in the London, I can remember the telephone room in red color.
Yes, the telephone. Yeah, so the telephone boxes are red and very distinctive, and also the buses and the post boxes are red. And I think that's become quite a symbol for England.
I have seen lots of photo shoots and lots of photo shoots near that telephone boxes.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, they're very, very popular, particularly for tourists. Yeah, it's funny when you live in a very popular city and a very busy city. You don't normally do the touristy things that often, but it's quite fun to sometimes to see London through a tourist's eyes. What would you say for a tourist are the best places to see in Sri Lanka?
Forest. Then I think Nuwara Eliya and some special temples. And mostly I love Nuwara Eliya for my rest, because it's so same in weather in my home, because it's not hot than here. It's so cool. So I think I mostly love cool places.
Cool places.
Yeah, cool.
You would like London then, because it's very cold.
So, and I like to visit Haputale.
Okay, where is
it's in
that?
Bangla.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And visit it.
Is that in Nuwara Eliya?
No, it's in Haputale.
Okay.
And I think Nuwara Eliya is mostly suitable for take a rest. It's
Okay.
so calm and it's suitable for our body.
Yeah.
And it's not
nice.
hot.
Yeah, relaxing.
Yeah, relax.
And anywhere else in Sri Lanka that you think is particularly beautiful or that you've been?
We could see lots of mountains, waterfalls, and rivers, lakes, and lots of things. So,
Do you want to stop it? Okay. It's and she was just saying that it's been over an hour.
Yeah.
So do you want to finish saying about the waterfalls and then we can finish?
waterfalls, mountains, and lots of peaceful and beautiful places.
Good. Well, I hope to explore them whilst I'm here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's been lovely talking to you and learning about Sri Lanka.
And thank you too for joining with me.
You're very, very welcome.
Yeah.